Reality Hangover. I'm Crerie, and I'm here with a special guest, Taylor Hale. Hi, Taylor.
That's me. Hey, glad to be back. How you doing, Callie?
I am great. I am so excited to talk all things Big Brother. Juliet has fallen off the bus, and we've tried to get her back,
God.
and she's like hanging on to the back bumper right now, trying to catch up.
Bumper?
But,
Jesus, Juliet.
but I am so excited to talk all things Big Brother with you. And I actually have some questions that I feel like you're one of the only people I know that can answer it. So excited to talk to you about all those things. But first, a word from Colgate.
This episode is presented by Colgate Optic White. Let's talk it factor. You see it on the red carpet, a smile that lights up a room. That wow. You know, there's actually some chemistry behind the charisma. Colgate Optic White Pro Series toothpaste removes 15 years of deep-set stains when you brush twice daily for 2 weeks. How? The clinically proven formula is powered by Colgate's hydrogen peroxide complex. It works at the molecular level to gently dissolve stains deep within the enamel where your brush can't reach. It's proof that daily routine can be remarkable. That's the science of wow. Colgate Optic White.
First of all, I want to say we're recording this on Thursday morning, which kind of sucks because I don't know. None of us know what happens tonight, right?
I have no idea what's going to happen. Also, I need to say this. It is 7:30 in the morning on a Thursday.
Yeah.
These people are based on the East Coast. I am up at the ass crack of dawn for you people to give you Big Brother news, okay? This is how much I love you guys.
I was going to say, just because she wants to talk Big Brother. I feel like the first time we talked, I was up to date on like all of the episodes and like catching up on the live streams. And now I feel like I've switched. And I wonder if a lot of people, or if you've heard that a lot of people do this, like I'm still watching the episodes, but like I feel like I fast forward through the episodes because I already know what's happening sometimes. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm staying more up to date on the live feeds.
I mean, yeah, I think a lot of people, there's this weird debate kind of happening on threads right now. A lot of people be like, stop spoiling the episode. People are tweeting all these updates. And I haven't even watched the episode yet. Baby, it's a 24/7 game. You got to treat it like it's a sport. But for the people who keep up with the live feeds or even just like tweets and update accounts, you kind of don't need to watch every detail of the episode because you already know what's going on.
Right.
There's the fun element of like,
that's like left out.
I want to know what this competition was or like how did they win this? But for the most part, I think most people that keep up with the updates, you kind of don't really need to watch every second of the episode.
That's how I feel when I'm watching the episode. I'm like, oh, I already know what's about to happen. Oh, this conversation's about to happen. Oh, this is about, you know what I mean? So it's different. But I like waking up in the morning and I have my live feeder updater person. And I remember last time you named one maybe off camera. But since our episode, there was a lot of people that were like, can you please tell us which people she says to follow? So the person that I follow and curious to know what you think about her is Reality C.
Oh, you keep up with the TikTok updaters.
Yes.
TikTokers. Okay. Yes. Okay. I don't think that's a bad idea. I think if you want to I think she's really good. If we're going TikTok, I think she's a great one. I think Reality Alley is pretty good. And I think Emily Watches TV. Those are probably my go-to TikTok pages. And then if we're talking,
too.
She's great. And then if we are talking like Twitter or Blue Sky updates, not many people are on Threads. But Twitter or Blue Sky, I would go to Hamster Watch, which I know sounds like a crazy name, but Hamster Watch has been in the game since like OG early Big Brother. She's got her own website.
What?
The Twitter updates, she's always accurate. Sometimes she's got inside information that even I don't know about. And I'm like, girl, how'd you know that? Like
Hamster Watch?
Hamster Watch, yes. Because we're like little hamsters in the Big Brother house, you know.
Okay.
Little guinea pigs.
Yeah.
I would say she's the most accurate. And then if we're talking, I want to listen to a podcast that's going to tell me what happened on the live feeds yesterday, go on YouTube or anywhere you get podcasts and watch Taryn Armstrong on Rob Has a Podcast. He gives daily live feed recaps, and they're really, really good. Even I reference it to kind of cross-reference my notes for when I have to go and tape Unlocked or just be informed. So those are my top picks. Hamster Watch and Taryn Armstrong and Rob Has a Podcast being the top two.
Okay. I'm going to check out Hamster Watch based solely on the name. Only reason why I want to check it out. The Hamster Watch, I'm curious of what that is all about. Okay, last time we talked, we were begging the reality TV lords to let somebody else win HOH. And since then, other people have won HOH. How are you liking the dynamic of the house now? And there's not that many alliances that are like actually intact at this point.
So many have blown up. That's what's fun though. Finally.
But even the ones that are like kind of intact, like they're still even like talking about each other in a way where I'm like, that isn't like a steel alliance. Where are you? Where do your allegiances lie? Who are you cheering for?
I feel like I'm not locked in with any alliances. Like my weight's not behind a solid alliance. My weight is behind, I want the new players to rally against the vets. And I think the more we're paying attention to live feeds and just watching the actions in the house, we finally kind of see there being some more anti-vet sentiment bubbling. A lot of conversations that we're hearing people say is like, okay, well, we need to get rid of this person because I'm starting to think about when the vets are gone. Like, I don't want to keep strong players like Kamu, or really Kamu's just like a really beast of a player. So we hear people being like, I don't want to keep Kamu around because when the vets are gone, we're going to have to try to beat him. So it makes sense to get rid of him now and then get rid of the vets who we have a better chance of winning comps against and getting them out eventually. So I like that they're starting to think these players eventually will have to go. Whereas when we last talked about the show, it felt like they just wanted to lock in with the vets and ride it out to the end, which is pissing me off.
I mean, I think at the last time we spoke, I like even said like maybe Angela or Dee could win because like it seemed like everyone was just like in love with them and was just going to let them keep rolling. And that definitely has flipped. So I'm excited about that. I'm also excited about like one side of the house was so firm because they kept winning. And finally that broke, which I'm so thankful for because that's the worst type of, even Survivor, like any of these reality show seasons when one alliance just wins out till the end and then they have to start picking each other apart. Like it's not that fun, especially when it's a well-known alliance. Like it's more fun, like like I thought the cookout was great because like no one was aware that it was an alliance, but like the red corner, like all of that was like pretty out there in the open from the very beginning. So I'm happy that is all broken up now. I don't know if I'm assuming you saw, like, did you see the stuff online with Kamu regarding George Floyd?
I did see that. Yeah.
So it's like really hard for me to cheer for him. I don't know.
I get that. I mean, look, how do I say this? Look, I came into Big Brother under the 50% BIPOC mandate that was put into place. So literally as a direct consequence, impact of George Floyd's murder, Survivor players petitioned CBS for more diversity in their reality TV programs, and that 50% BIPOC mandate was instated. I came in the second year of Big Brother with that being instated, and we've had 5 people of color win since that mandate was put in place. So, look, I mean, if you follow me on social, if you keep up with anything, you know where my politics lie. Yeah. But I also have my hand in a lot of different pots in the Big Brother universe. So when it comes to like the ET exit interviews that I do or Unlocked, I try my best to keep it to the game that the players are playing because my voice it's not my show, and also like my voice has a lot of impact and consequences. So, you know, that's just kind of the space I have to tell.
That combined with some of the comments from a few of the house guests around when Jason was in the house, I just like don't want to cheer for that side of the house. And speaking of our sweet baby Jason, he is now back in civilization. Have you got to catch up with him at all?
Yeah, I met up with him pretty quickly, took him out to dinner. I was just like petting him on the head. I'm like, it's okay. They're there. You're going to be good. But I think the good thing about Big Brother, at least for him, is, in spite of all the turmoil he experienced inside the house, there's been like so much love has come his way outside.
Yeah.
And he's been doing interviews too, talking about like he's gotten more love from the Big Brother alum than Drag Race alum. So I don't know. It's nice that he's been part of this community because the experience between the two shows is just so night and day.
I feel like that seems to be the case though a lot of times. Like you had struggled a lot in the house and then you came out and found out like, oh wait, people like me. And I feel like even though like watching it, like watching Jason or watching you in the house can be very frustrating as like a viewer, I have to imagine like coming out and seeing that like so many other people feel completely opposite than how you were treated feels good, right?
It feels incredible. And also like you just don't know if your reality inside your head is matching what's being told to you inside the house. Like you'll sit there and you'll be like, I know I'm clocking this. I know I'm not crazy, but the whole house will tell you you're crazy. So that shift to finally be validated, it's incredible.
So when you're in the house, you're like, am I crazy? And then you come out and you're like, I knew I wasn't crazy.
And then you get on Twitter and you say some things you probably shouldn't say. It's, there's a balancing act there.
Speaking of Jason, I saw that he did an interview where he said that you guys are not allowed to nap in the Big Brother house.
They literally have a voice that will say, no napping, house guests, if you start to fall asleep.
I saw that on the live feeds yesterday, like the voice come up and it scared Melody because she was like laying down, but she wasn't sleeping, but she was laying down. But people like, I feel like I do see people napping there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, here's the thing. So we have this giant rule book. You guys are Fairly Odd Parents, like the rules, duh rules. It feels like that big. But so some of the rules are like you have to be awake from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. because, people pay for live feeds and I don't want to watch people laying around sleeping. That being said, people in the house will stay up till like 3 or 4 in the morning gaming. And so naturally you're gonna fall asleep. You're gonna be tired. So I think especially when like if there's a really late competition or if people were gaming until the wee hours in the morning, they'll be a little more lenient. Yeah. Because especially like if you're providing some mental health crises.
At 3 or 4 a.m., they're like, all right, they provided content for us last night. We can let them we can let them sleep in a little bit today. Or
little hamsters. They did their job. It's okay. Just put on the sunglasses and just be like, oh, I'm just sunbathing.
I don't know if you can answer this, but have you ever seen like the war room, like and how the sausage is actually made?
I think I would love if we did something on Unlocked. Like, I don't know if you watched Callie. But there was one episode. She didn't. No, but there's one episode we took the cameras with Jerry O'Connell behind so you could see what it looks like behind the walls where the actual camera operators work. I hope that we do something like that for, the war room because I think it would be really, really cool so you guys could see how many cameras there actually are and how all the people actually operate. But I don't know. They're real tight-lipped on Big Brother operations.
I mean, they don't show us Love Island either, but I'm always curious, like, how many people are in that room? Like, they've got to turn this shit around so fast that I don't really understand how it's possible.
Even just if they showed how they direct the live episode, the live eviction, that would be really cool because live TV production is really unique.
Yeah, and hard. Which I do like whenever they do the live show, like there will randomly be like mess ups and stuff. And I like it because it's like, you can tell that it's like actually what's happening in the moment and not something that has been edited. But because of these reality shows that are coming out same day, next day, I really want to know like how it's all made on the back end. And also, like with the live feeds, like there has to be people up watching the live feeds 24/7 because they have to know when to cut. And which I feel like, and maybe I'm just paying attention to live feeds more this season, but they're getting cut a lot right now.
I will also say like, I have the same frustration. I do. I watch the live feeds. I cannot stand when they're like, I'm going to tell you a giant secret. And then it cuts to something else.
Yeah, and then I see like kittens playing in a whatever. I'm like, okay, well, what is this?
If you see the adoptable animals, that's because a competition or a ceremony is happening. But if it's just the Big Brother screen, they're cutting for whatever reason. And those reasons are usually something as mundane as like somebody's talking about a family member that didn't sign a waiver. And so that gets annoying because if you're singing or talking about movies, TV, or people that you can't talk about, they have to cut the live feeds. And so it's just like, I'm watching the show, you guys. Stop talking about things you can't talk about. But you're watching people live their real lives.
I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah. So there is like a whole list of things you guys aren't, not that you're not allowed to talk about them, but if you do, the live feeds get cut.
They have to cut away. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's interesting information. Earlier when you were talking about the icons and now people are finally talking about putting them up on the block, and our new HOH, spoiler alert if you're not up to date, Mr. Yashman has 2 icons on the block, Dee and Angela. I'm wondering, last season with Rachel Riley, I was so confused why they didn't target her earlier. And you said, I think they're waiting for jury because they want her to put her on jury. Why? Like, what's the benefit? And I'm wondering if these people are doing the same thing.
So I think especially if you have one person, and especially if it's one person who's played the game, 2-3 times in Rachel's case, and is considered a legend in the game, you have the weight of them knowing how the game works. So if you can get the most important person, the person with the most influence in the house on the jury, and advocate for you on that jury, you're going to have a lot of jury votes that swing in your favor. I think I won my season. Well, I won my season for a lot of reasons, but I think I won my season because I had 2 key players that had really strong relationships and a lot of influence in the jury house. And like, that's jury management. So let's say I send Dee and Devins and Angela into the jury house, and I have the strongest relationship with all 3 of them, and they're all respected as former Big Brother and Survivor players. I'm probably going to win that season decisively because they're advocating for me.
Interesting. That makes sense. 2 are on the block right now, so I don't know if these people are thinking that far ahead based off of what we've seen. But it would make sense to why they didn't target them earlier, because I was like, 3 is a lot of power. And they were given extra powers to start off their season, or 2 out of 3 of them were given extra powers to start off the season. So that will be interesting. One of our icons, Devins, who won the Diamond Power Veto. Am I saying that right?
Yeah. Yes, you are.
Used his power this week and took Dee off and put Kamu up. Thoughts on this decision?
I mean, okay, you have a lot of Survivor listeners. You're a big Survivor watcher. We know Devins is a agent of chaos. We know Devins likes big flashy moves and the idols and the powers and all those things. So fine, do your thing. Do I think it was a good game move? Not necessarily. Like, okay, you just kind of really threw down the hammer and said, this is my number 1 and I'm taking her off the block. Okay, great. Now I see a very clear Survivor alliance that I already assumed is there, but like, y'all are really in with each other. And number 2, the way, because you watched the episode last night, the way that Devins stood up and gave a whole soliloquy about, I had a dream about Survivor and Jeff Probst came to me and we gave you this power and you didn't use it on our favorites. Those are insane things to actually say out loud in front of an entire house of people on a different show. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean you had a dream about another TV show on the same network and Jeff Probst, and you're using this power that the fans give to you to see your favorite player? That's crazy. You're just giving me more reasons to be against you. So also, why did that Diamond Power Veto look rhinestoned? Yes, inside the house.
Yeah. I completely agree with you. I'm not shocked that Devins did it because Devins like loves to like throw a wrench in somebody's plans and blow something up when nobody knows. And the longer it went, more people assumed he had that power. And I felt like he was like kind of losing his element of surprise, which he really likes to have. That being said, I'm like, you could have waited till jury to use it. You could have waited till you were up on the block and used it for yourself, especially as more and more icons are going to get targeted, as we are hearing and seeing. And, well, there's been a lot of flip-flopping, but, like, there's a chance you don't even get your target out.
Yeah. And I think the diamond power of veto, which at this point I want to call it the rhinestone power of veto, because what was that bejeweled mess with the silver
What were
ribbon
you
on it?
expecting?
You know, I wanted like a perfectly curated special sponsored by Swarovski crystals, but sorry, maybe I'm asking too much.
That was like a made at home.
Truly, some poor
DIY.
intern had to hand by hand do it.
1,000,000%.
But I think it was still good until next week. So why not just save it?
Oh, it's only until next week.
Yeah, I mean, it was good for 6 weeks in total, but I think next week is the 6th week that it was good for. I could be wrong, but I do think that's true. So, okay, now you see Dee and Angela on the block. Mind you, Angela's birthday, didn't use it on Angela. Okay. Crazy. So you see 2 icons targeted sitting on the block. This could be good to save yourself going into next week, and you use it on someone who's already won $1 million on Survivor. That's insane to me.
The fact that she's already won the $1 million seems to be a point of contention for you specifically and people in general. For me, like, I don't care. It's a new game. I understand that, like, voting at the end, you made this point last time you were on the pod that, like, yes, it would be harder for me to vote for her than for someone who has never won anything and played just as good of a game. She would really have to, like, work the system for her to get my vote at this point. Now, like, a few more weeks in and seeing everything play out, I understand the contention. But to me, it seems like Devins is in there for, like, the best time of his life, not necessarily to win.
And that's fun. Like, we saw Dee crying on the episode when she was put on the block, being like, oh, damn, I really care about this. I really want to win. And I love that. I love seeing people care about the game that they're playing. And for the record, like, I know Dee. I love Dee. I keep bringing up this $1 million thing, but, like, it's not a knock against her. It's just a fact. Like, people are in that house getting paid $1,000 per week to be there.
Yeah.
That's just a discrepancy that we have to be honest about, right? And so even if I were in her situation, look, I've already won the show. I won $800,000 on a TV show. If she were making the same argument against me, I'd be like, you know what? Fair. Yeah, I'm going to have to work twice as hard to earn this win in the end. But it just, like, it blows my mind how for the longest time people were not seeing that. But again, it seems like they're finally waking up, being like, hold on. I want to get there more.
It seems like the lyric vote is what woke people up. And Dee just, like, on a whim changed her mind. And I think maybe she was a little bit bored and wanted to see what she was capable of, and she pulled it off. But yeah, like, everyone now knows that she switched her vote, and that changed Kamu. Kamu, we talked about, not in the best light, switching to just game mode right now. He is a good competitor, right? But I think what makes him more dangerous is he is actually really good at the social stuff. Like,
it's scary.
Is working people. And he has people that were against him now working with him. This is the first time where, I mean, so far this season, we haven't seen a lot of people, like, work that hard to get people's votes when they're on the block. Kamu started working the second he was put on the block. The second he was put on the block, he started pitching.
So I met Kamu, like, I met all the other house guests moments before they went into the house. And let me tell you, when you meet him in person, he has, like, a gravitational pull towards him. Like, you know, what they could say, he's got aura. Like, he's got aura. I remember talking to him and being like, oh, you're going to be a really dangerous player. Like, he just has this really warm and inviting energy about him. And so I knew going into the house, he would be kind of scary because yes, he's good at competitions. Yes, he's physically fit, but so much of Big Brother is just talking to people, getting to know people, and making them feel comfortable. I always say that how you play from the bottom is going to be indicative of how much win equity you have. Kamu, when he is playing from the bottom, is one of the scariest Big Brother players I have ever seen. He repairs damaged relationships quickly, very quickly. He makes people feel good about him. He's easy to be around, and he can convince other people why it's better to keep him around, which is insane because I genuinely think he is one of the most dangerous players in that house. I would look at him and like, there is nothing that you could tell me if I were in that house to keep him around because he is that dangerous of a player.
Well, my thing is, and we see or on the live feeds, they didn't show this last night that I can remember. You see Melody like talking to herself for a very long time, trying to figure out what to do. And she had she had fully convinced herself that it was better for her to keep Kamu and take out an icon. And then she convinced Mallory, which it seems like Mallory kind of does whatever Melody says. I don't know if you feel that way.
Yeah, I think Melody, the M&Ms, Melody is a little more socially connected in the house. And I think Mallory is more used to being kind of in survival mode. So I see Mallory leaning on Melody for that more than anything.
For the social like equity that she has.
Yeah.
And not that, like, I do think Mallory's like pretty smart. And I actually think Mallory's a good competitor too. But she seems to like not know or like be as aware of what's happening in the house. And I think Melody is way more tapped in than people think she is. But when she was sitting or like laying down, convincing herself of Kamu, I'm like, no. Like, I'm not against you guys going after an icon at this point. Like, I get it. I'm not mad at you for that. But like, you don't know when you're going to get Kamu back up on this block. And if he does not win the blockbuster, you got to take him out. Like, if he is in those final 2 seats, he has got to go home.
Undoubtedly, he has to go home because he will win. If he survives this week somehow, whether it's through the blockbuster or if he survives the vote, which would be insane, he is going to win this season of Big Brother. I cannot imagine seeing him in those final 2 and be like, no, I'm going to take out Angela, or no, I'm going to take out Haley. It makes no sense to me.
This episode is brought to you by Colgate Optic White. You know that unexplainable it factor? That smile that lights up a room? That wow? Well, it turns out there's chemistry behind the charisma. Colgate Optic White Pro Series toothpaste removes 15 years of deep-set stains when you brush twice daily for 2 weeks. How? The clinically proven formula is powered by Colgate's hydrogen peroxide complex. It works at the molecular level to gently dissolve stains deep within the enamel where your brush can't reach. It's proof that daily routine can be remarkable. That's the science of wow. Colgate Optic White.
Question, and again, I don't know if you know this answer, but I certainly don't. The extra powers, do they stop next week?
I don't know, but I should know.
Because I remember we went through them and there was like 6 or 7 of them. So
I think this twist is supposed to last for 6 weeks, but they needed to have 6 powers and 6 punishments so that you could have an equal shot of landing on either. Yeah.
Okay. So then it might be done.
I think it's done after this oncoming week. Yeah, because the 1000th episode is next Thursday, and that's when a big new twist is going to be unveiled.
Revealed? Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so then, yeah, that's the other thing, because I'm like, you don't want Kamu to end up with an extra power either.
I think this is probably the last week of voting. So by Sunday, the voting closes? Yeah. And then someone will get a power or punishment, and they have to use it this week, basically.
Yeah. Interesting. I can't believe that Melody convinced herself into keeping Kamu. She then convinced Mallory. Then Mallory and Melody meet with Drew, which I was kind of shocked that they told Drew. And Drew was like, what?
Yeah. And which is the correct reaction. Like, what do you mean? Especially after, sorry, I just knocked everything. After a week of putting in all this work and now your ally is like, I don't know. Like, no, stop. I just did all this work.
And I feel like Drew is a better player than he probably gets credit for because he tries to like not react too much to anything that's against what he feels. So I don't think he went that hard on Melody and
That's fitting.
Mallory. But he definitely was like, help me understand how this makes sense. Like, we have to take him out if he's on the block.
Yeah.
But which as far as I know, up to this morning, Melody had flipped back to taking Kamu out. But it's Thursday. Anything can happen. If they keep Kamu and get rid of Dee or Angela, what a misuse. I mean, not Dee, sorry. Angela
Callie.
or Haley. What a misuse of the diamond power of veto. I mean, sure, Dee's safe, but like now Kamu wants your head on a platter.
Yeah. But I mean, that's what the blockbuster is supposed to do. And I get it. Like if I were in the house, I just keep thinking if I were constantly in danger in the house, I would want that last Hail Mary chance to save myself. Because it does suck to it does suck to have a power used against you. And now, okay, you're just a sitting duck. You can't do anything.
Yeah.
I don't love competitions being the thing that can help or hurt you. Like I'm always an advocate of the social game about anything, but it does help.
I mean, you have to have that though, right?
Yeah.
Like even HOH is like based off of a competition. So like you have to have some element of competition. And I agree with you. The back door of it all, like being backdoored sucks. And to at least have a chance to take yourself off, which there's been 2 seasons where feel like people really had to warm up to this blockbuster. But I'm like, we wouldn't have had Keanu for as long as we had him if there was no blockbuster. And we wouldn't have had, what's that crazy guy's name? Tucker. For as long as we had him if there was no blockbuster. Speaking of Keanu, I want to shout him out. I don't know if you're watching The Challenge on MTV.
Oh.
Are you watching?
It's not on MTV. It's on Paramount Plus.
Oh, yeah. It's on Paramount Plus. Sorry.
I watched
Challenge
last
Cutthroat.
Night's episode because my girl Maurice. Well, I watched the one episode and now I'm not watching it ever again because Maurice is gone.
You just watched that one episode?
Yeah. I don't watch The Challenge, girl.
Oh my God.
It stresses me out.
I love The Challenge. You should do The Challenge. But anyway, Keanu
I would have to be broke to do The Challenge. I'm sorry. Like if you see me on The Challenge, I spent all my money.
It's
not for me. It's not my environment. It's not for me. Like
I feel like
if you see me
good.
If you see me on The Challenge, somebody in my family has cancer and is dying and I need cash. I have a settlement and I need cash now. Okay.
If you were ever going to be on The Challenge, now you're not based off of that plea. But I love The Challenge. I watch every season. And
they called me for this season.
Was put in the sand and he absolutely destroyed. Like it was like awkward how bad he won. Against Brad, who's also like not a
Brad, like OG Brad?
Yes.
Was he a mercenary?
Yes. Yeah. No, he's on the show.
Brad is on the season?
Yeah. He destroyed him.
Period.
And I was like, it's good to know that like obviously in the Big Brother house he did great in competitions. And he seemed like he would, I think we even talked about it last season. Like we were like, he'd be great for the challenge.
Yeah.
But to actually know that he actually is that physical. And I feel like, you know, when you compare the shows and blah, 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 whatever, I really enjoyed seeing him like flick Brad. Like that's what it was like. It was not good for Brad, but Keanu looked unreal. And he looked so great that everyone was kind of like, yeah, no, I don't want to go up against him.
Shout out to Keanu. I love that kid. And also shout out to Letty. Letty and I went to college together. She was a year below me. And
oh, really?
Yeah, she was like built for the challenge. So I'm glad she's finally over there.
She's doing really well. Good. On the physical side of things, I should say.
That sounds about right.
And I think there's Riley from Big Brother is also on it.
Good for Riley.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think it's those 3 Big Brother. Well, 2 Big Brother people already got eliminated.
Oh.
I can't remember who they were. They were the first 2 people eliminated.
Damn.
Oh, what's his name?
Cedric, right? Cedric was on it?
Yep, Cedric. And so Cedric went out episode 1. Riley went out episode 2. Keanu was in the sand episode 3. But then, I mean, the only reason why he would be put into the sand again is to take somebody out. Like, no one's putting him in there to, like, go against him again, probably, based off of what we saw. Also, the funny thing is with these, because I don't think these players I feel like Big Brother is, like, the least watched show out of the group of people that go on the show.
Sure.
Not, like, in America, but, like, the people, like, all these people know all the challenge people.
Mm-hmm.
And so I also feel like they all think Keanu is just, like, some, like, beefy guy, and I'm like, he's actually, like, pretty good at puzzles too, so, like, that'll be funny if y'all try to throw him in there, because he'd probably do good at that as well. But yeah, so Keanu is the only Big Brother alum left standing.
Well,
could have been
I
you.
imagine he'll go far. I don't think so. I don't think so at all.
I think
here we're gonna drop you.
Well.
We're gonna hang you over 40 feet of water where people have been dropped. I mean, I probably would, but I also know that girls have like done that and fallen into the water and they burst their boob implants from the drop.
Do you have boob implants?
I don't, but you know. If I don't have artificial
you're worrying about things that aren't even happening, that aren't even
if
a
I
possibility
don't
of
have
happening.
floating devices in my boobs and I fall, now boom, my chest cavity is gonna explode. How about that?
I don't think we've seen that happen on the show.
I'm not trying to be the first.
We have seen implants have some issues, but being that you don't have one, I'm not sure if that can be a concern for you.
Okay.
I think, I don't know. I just love watching people compete, and you're like a good competitor, so it would be fun to watch you on the show.
I will take the compliments, but I will take my talents elsewhere. Thank you.
Okay, fine. Luckily for you, there's a lot of shows that you can go on, so I'll wait for you to get on another show.
Fingers crossed.
To have competition. That was the veto comp last night.
Uh-huh.
I thought what Yash did was really smart. And
which was?
He took 2 of the answer so that it would be harder for Barrett to find his answer. Are there only like so many of them in the, I don't know what you want to call that, the course?
The obstacle course?
I'm like, I don't know what the swamp? Like, what do you call that?
In the pit, I guess. I don't know how many they put of everything inside, but it is very well distributed. So there's
really mixed around.
It's really mixed around, and you literally are covered in goo. Like you have to dig through these things and wipe them off. So I think especially for this one, the more you can stockpile people's faces and kind of hide them in a corner so you always know where you're going and then just grab from there. It's a really smart strategy.
And he ended up winning. And he won HOH and veto, which is a great week for Mr. Yash.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand how y'all remember all these numbers and people and like, do you have a place to write them down?
There's nowhere to write. There's no pen, no paper, no journaling. The only thing you can do
throughout the day?
I mean, not openly. Maybe with your alliance you'll study, but also think about how many things we consume in a day in the real world, like audio, visual, simulation, all these things. If you remove all of that and you have nothing to remember except for vote numbers, names, nominations, eliminations, it's pretty easy to memorize everything.
So when you're like at an elimination, are you sitting there like, okay, Julie comes on, vote 12-0, Kamu is eliminated. You're like 12-0, Kamu, 12-0, Kamu. Like, is everyone doing that?
I mean, not necessarily. You'll remember the number, but also if you kind of forget, you can just go, okay, well, week 3, we had X amount of people in the house, and I know this amount of people voted for whoever to be eliminated. And then we had this amount of people on the block and this person was HOH. So you can kind of figure out the numbers on the back end if you need to. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, it's pretty easy to remember. Like, okay, week 12 was, a 13-1 vote. The week after was a this to this vote. It's easier than you think it would be.
When you're watching it on TV, are you able to remember these things?
I don't need to remember these things.
No, I know. But like, I try, like, when I'm watching the show, they'll be like, who was the first eliminated? I'll be like, who was the first? Da, da, da. Like, I try to remember.
Yeah.
As someone who's played the game, is it easier for you to remember those numbers? Or are you also like, I have no idea?
No, I mean, like, I only know because I get paid to cover the show, so I need to know these things, right?
Yeah.
But for the most part, unless you're a super fan, super invested, you're not really going to remember these things.
Okay,
and then some of the questions are, no, you should feel pretty good because you're living your real life in the real world. And some of the questions are things like, who was the 7th person eliminated from this competition? I don't know. I do not know. I was not paying attention.
But I'm always like shocked when they do their diaries and they're like, I knew the competition, this person went first, second, third. And they're like, I'm like, how are you remembering all of this?
Yeah. It's usually in the DR, they'll
but
ask
it's still
you.
Crazy.
They'll still ask you like, oh, do you know the order of this? And then if you know, then you can say it. But the DR will not tell you, okay, this person fell and this person fell. Yeah. Yeah.
It's
a wild game.
I can't even imagine like a day where you're only consuming that. Because like you said, and for anyone that listens to our pod, I consume a lot in a day between TVs, movies, children, books, work, email. Like it's a lot in one day. So to have all of that stripped away from you, which also I feel like there has to be times where you're so bored.
It's the worst. You get to a point where you're like, oh, I have a Funko Pop. What does this say? You're just reading the bottom of the instructions being like, wow, that's so entertaining. Oh my gosh, I didn't know that they made these in Germany. Like that is the most interesting part of your entire day. I could tell you so much about where chips are made because of the times that I've read the amount of like bags of things.
There's no books in there?
No, unless you bring religious texts in there or you go in the storage room and read the rules. That's the only thing to read.
That's all you have.
Yeah. I remember Callie last season, she asked if they could get a Quran for her. That is a white lady. And she was like, can I just like read something different?
I mean, at least like, I guess if I'm in there, I'm like, I might as well learn another language.
Yeah. If you can.
Yeah. Learn another language, learn another religion, learn another, like, let me learn something because I'm gonna just be sitting here. But I guess that's also like how drama happens or like for Devons, like you want to start mixing it up or causing drama because what else are you doing?
You're staring at the other people and dwindling amount of people every single week.
Yeah. Also, there's only so much to talk about.
By the time you get to that final week, you're like, oh, I've told you everything. I've told you everything about my parents, my family, where I was born, what I think about the world.
You know everything about me.
You know everything about me, and I know everything about you, and I have nothing else to entertain you with.
So, with that being said, do you believe in Lyric and Rome?
I mean, look, okay. I've done the showmance thing multiple times over. Mm-hmm. I'm always going to let people try. Because like a relationship is either gonna work or it's not, no matter what venue you're in. Lyric and Rome, they're in Hawaii. Yeah. Literally one of two options. They're in Hawaii, they're giving it a go. They really seem to be in love with each other. So look like, and who am I to judge the level of love that people are in? Like I've done that. So I can't judge. I can't be upset about whatever they're trying. So you know what? Good for them. If they walked away with love and probably a lot of endorsements on the back end because people love to love. People love love. People will literally send couples money for vacation and like it gets crazy being in a showmance from a reality show.
It is crazy from the outside looking in, but then you see so many people like on all the shows, not just Big Brother.
Sure.
That like end up together and married. So I'm always like, I guess there's like always that chance that it could be real. But like Roman Lyric was saying I love you after like 3 days in there.
I know.
Like,
but also
Brendan
and Rachel were pretty much that fast. And they're
Swaggy
how many years later?
Yes,
Bailey.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They've got 3 kids now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And especially like reality TV, if someone says, I have cast you specifically for this environment, and somebody else was also cast specifically for this environment, there's probably a higher chance of that working out than somebody I met in the bar, for being honest. Or on Bumble or whatever these apps are.
Yeah, because there has to be like some sort of like overlying something.
Yeah.
Overlapping. Sorry, not overlying. It's early. Okay. Before we wrap up, I would love to know, who are your picks? We did this last time, but the show looks completely different today than it did the first time we did this. Who are your top 3?
To win, or my top 3 favorites?
Both. Let's do favorites first.
Okay. My favorites,
most entertaining. They can have already been eliminated too.
I'm gonna go with who's left in the house.
Okay.
Because I love Jason, but I'm gonna stick with who's in the house. I'm gonna put Taylor in there. I'm gonna say Melody is hilarious. Melody is the best in the diary room. That lady is so funny. And I love Mallory. Okay, I love Mallory, and I'm gonna give honorable mention to Haley because she's listen. She's so dry. And like it's become camp at this point. Every single day she's like, I just had the worst time. That's why it's funny. It's like the lack of self-awareness is so funny to me. Every day she's like, I've had the worst time here. Or America loves me because did you on the last live Thursday when Haley won the Blockbuster and there was one guy screaming in the audience? He's like, yeah. They could hear that from the living room in the Big Brother house. And Angela went to Haley and was like, this one guy was screaming because he won. So Haley thought that she was like America's sweetheart, which is so funny.
I heard on the live feeds where she was like, I'm obviously going to get the power next week from America.
Yes. Because one person was screaming. That's why honorable mention. I'm so entertained by her because of the delusion.
I see that.
Favorite
Who do you think can actually win? Yes.
If Kamu survives the week, I'm giving it to Kamu.
He's your number 1?
He's my number 1 right now. I think Taylor has a really good shot at winning for her position right now also. And I could see, if Mallory gets there, I could see her winning.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. That's kind of like an underdog. She's been fighting the whole time. You kind of have to respect it.
My favorites are Melody is 1. This is not in order. Melody is 1. Taylor's 1. I like how Taylor talks about Latrice.
Yes.
And how she like tries to like monitor her. She's like Latrice's daughter. Like, Mom, please shut up. She's like, if you are like, don't talk game to anyone ever unless I'm in the room. You cannot talk game.
Have to stop.
And then 3 for me, I think would be Drew.
Okay.
I like Drew. And then for who could win, I can't put Kamu 1 because I'm hoping these people aren't fucking stupid and they send him home this week.
That's why if he makes it,
I know. I'm gonna put.
He could get sniped in a double.
He needs to get sniped tonight. If he doesn't get sniped tonight, I think he's winning.
Yeah, truly.
All right, I'm gonna put Melody first, and then I will put. I'm writing this down because hopefully I'll have this paper when we catch up later on this season.
Take a picture of it.
That's smart. I should do that. All right, Melody's 1. I want to put Drew 3rd, and I guess I'll put Kamu 2nd.
Yeah. I think Drew is just playing this like balancing act
in the middle too much.
It's too obviously in the middle.
Yeah,
and now
he's got to be more firm.
And we just had Mallory. I'm going to call him that at this point. Mallory and Melody went to Drew, and they were like, "If you're in a secret alliance with Devins,
you need to tell us right now."
No, like I will never be your friend if you are playing us this whole time. Which I see her following through with. And let's say if you say that,
Mallory won't. Yeah. Melody absolutely will.
So let's say
will.
Drew gets to the end and then both of them are sitting on the jury. She's gonna be like, absolutely not. I told you. You had the chance to tell me. No. I think Barrett could emerge in the position where Drew is in the end game. I think Drew's gonna end up getting caught and it'll be the downfall of him.
I think that Barrett could also, but Barrett needs to detach himself from the icons.
Yeah.
If he's able to do that, then I think Barrett actually has a really good chance of winning. But right now he's willing to like risk his game a little bit too much to save them. And I'm like,
guys, stop running the D.
I'm like, I think they're gonna get sent home. So you need to separate yourself. But because the house has, because the power has shifted and alliances have broken and the house is all over the place, this season is now a pretty good season of Big Brother. And I've been keeping up on the live feeds. And I'm so happy that we have our special Big Brother correspondent, Taylor, to come in and help digest everything and let us know all of the ins and outs of what's happening in the house. And we are hopefully going to catch up with Taylor again with Juliet so that Juliet can ask you her 1,000,001 questions about Big Brother near the end of the season. So hope to see you again and catch up on Big Brother again. If you're not watching, tune in, watch. And you can catch Taylor on Big Brother Unlocked, and you should watch that too.
Yeah. Take your own advice, Callie.
Thank you so much for joining us, Taylor. We love you and cannot wait to have you back in a few weeks. Bye.
See you then.